Today is our special guest. I have Dick DeGeorge with me, the owner of INTV. And Dick, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Jerry, for having me.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of new and creative broadcast tricks coming to us from INTV here in Tahlequah. And I've got to say that a lot of excitement locally with a lot of the changes that have been made in INTV. And I want to have this opportunity to ask you, tell us a little bit about the changes in the INTV programming and your vision about where INTV will be going in the months and years ahead.
Jerry, this has really been an exciting trip. We took this over in December of last year and actually got it kicked off in January of this year. And we feel like we're really progressing on a steady train ride here to speak of. We're developing more shows. We're trying to get all our shows, not all our shows, shouldn't say that. I should say that a lot of our shows are going to be locally oriented shows. We'd like to bring local people in because we feel like that's what the people want to see. They want to see their neighbors, their friends, their family members on TV. So it gives us an opportunity through INTV to do this. Some of the local shows we have is, of course, this show, which is one of our best and favorite shows, by the way.
I certainly
and we have wonderful hosts too, by the way. You know, the other show, yeah, Beth Harrington does a historical Tahlequah, which is a great show, and a lot of our shows are in OSU extension shows. I think that, you know, as we go on, we're going to be producing more and more local shows. I think we have a show in progress right now that we're developing for the tourism department, where we're going to show a half-an-hour show of the tourist-oriented ideas and things that are happening around here. We're also, of course, we film the city council meetings, which I think is very educational to the Tahlequah people, know what their government's doing. Kind of be a watchdog on it.
Yeah, it's a great,
and
great
I think
show.
it's really, and I think Mayor Purdy and the council realize that they're kind of happy that we're there. Of course, they would like us to make them look thinner and more hair on TV, but you know, and we're working on that. We're working on it. We're going to get there. We ain't figured it out yet, but I got a good crew. I got a good crew, and I have faith in them.
I believe
I'm
they
sure
can do
Drew
it.
and Jeremy can do it for us.
I think they can too. Well, I've enjoyed the late morning latte opportunity, and we do get a lot of comments, Patty and I do, from around the community about the local content and the local programming, and there's also a lot of great old favorites that I see from time to time throughout the day and throughout the evening. And how do you go about selecting what those specific kind of reruns and shows you're going to place on INTV?
Jerry, you know, we push a couple buttons and it just happens. To be honest with you, I don't know. I leave that to the staff. Jeremy is excellent at doing that. He gets a lot of our content for us because I mean, obviously there's a lot of hours in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
And to try to fulfill all those hours with local shows is a tough job.
Yes, it is.
I mean, we've really jumped on a bandwagon here that's going to be hard to ride all the time.
Well, I think a lot of people, the content especially, depending what your interest might be from 10 or 15, 20, 30 years ago, a lot of the great, what I'd call classic programs are appearing on INTV that, quite frankly, I don't think most families will be able to see that quality of entertainment on some of the other channels.
Probably not. Those are long gone, aren't they?
They are. They're real classics.
And we're just glad we're able to get these and be able to present them on TV for our local people. I mean, we're just pretty excited about this, Jerry, to be honest with you. Most of the stuff we're doing here, we're pretty excited about. We all get very enthused about this. And again, like I said, I mean, I'm tickled to death to have you as one of our hosts and Patty as a host. It's just been a ball working with you guys too.
Well, we've really enjoyed it, and it's been a learning opportunity for me because, quite frankly, we've brought a lot of people on as guests on this show that I hadn't had the opportunity to meet in person. I kind of knew a name or who they were, and hopefully we're sharing some of the resources and some of the really good, positive things about the community with everyone through INTV. And we thank you for doing that for the community.
Well, and we thank our sponsors for helping us do this, by the way, because without the sponsors, you know, we couldn't make this happen either.
Absolutely.
So that really, you know, it's a partnership here working together. And I think there's a lot more partnerships in this town that can be developed through INTV. This is a great media. I mean, it's a great media. You not only get to hear and see, you can interact with us.
Absolutely.
And be part of this show. And if you need to be on this show, if you think you have something that you'd like to tell the community, please contact us. Contact Jerry.
Absolutely. Well, and we enjoy our current events and keeping people informed about there's a lot of things going on in Tahlequah that some people never really find out about unless we have an opportunity through something like Late Morning Latte or some of the other programs that you host and produce that we can put out for the public. So we do appreciate that, and I think it's positive. I know in this community, you've been around the community a long time, Dick. You've been involved in a lot of the kind of the public flavor of the community, and from those experiences, tell me, Dick DeGeorge gets into some marvelous opportunities, and we've had a lot of fun. You and I have had a lot of fun in community events and working through a lot of things that really promoted Tahlequah. So how will some of that play into future plans if we're not giving any secrets away for INTV?
Well, Jerry, I've been here since 1970, and I fell in love with Tahlequah. I have no plans on leaving, and I feel very comfortable here. I feel like this town has given me an opportunity to make a decent living here and enjoy the environment here. So we're going to give back to the community any way we can through INTV. As far as future programmings, no, you're not going to get that out of me yet.
Well, then we'll have Dick back at another day, and we'll get some of that, some of those top secrets, and put him up front to make sure that we get the news first right here on Late Morning Latte. Well, we really appreciate you joining us, Dick.
Jerry, thanks for having me on.
We hope you'll come back and visit with us again soon. And thanks to all of your staff and everyone that puts this program together and allows us the opportunity for Patty and I, at least, to spend a few minutes with the people in Tahlequah every day.
Well, thank you, Jerry.
I've enjoyed it. Hey, we'll be right back.